All right, well, that is the governor. Let's now hear it from Latha, who's joining in with the editor's take on what she made of the policy. Latha, dovish enough or just dovish?
My take would be it was more dovish than expected, and it has promises for more dovishness to come. So that's why I think it was an elated market, an elated ecosystem. Why do I say more dovish than expected? 25 basis was always expected, but we didn't get a majority vote when we polled people for the change in stance. So that's clearly more than what the market expected. Again, the growth cut was not quite the unanimous view in the market. The fact that it is cut is an indication that they're seeing challenges to growth. That's always a sign that, you may have to help growth with few more cuts. The CPI cut was clearly a surprise. Most people thought that they would, hold on to their horses. It's also the statement that accompanied. The governor's or the MPC statement is, as per projections, there is now a greater confidence of a durable alignment of headline inflation with the target. Up until December, a dozen policies the MPC has told us that our goal is to use policy to align inflation durably to the target of 4. This durable alignment was a goal. And lo and behold, now the governor is saying it is durably aligned to 4%. So that, again, was something the market was very elated about. It confirms the dovishness. And finally, in answer to a CNBC-TV18 question on the neutral rate, let me tell you that everybody was working towards 5.5 as the terminal repo rate in this cycle. We started at 6.5, we are now at 6, and it is expected it will go up to 5.5. How do you arrive at that figure? You achieve 4% inflation. 1.5% is seen as the real rate, which the economy needs. So 4 plus 1.5, 5.5 was what everyone was working with. The governor gave two signs. One, that when he is giving the forecast of inflation for all the months of 2025, inflation is going to be below 4%, between 3.6 and 3.8. And secondly, when we asked him about the real rate, he said RBI studies show it is between 1.1 and 1.9. There was something about his answer which made people feel that it would be okay if the real rate were even towards that 1.1% mark. Put the two together, the market is now almost a majority expecting that the risk is of the repo rate going below 5.5, probably to 5.25. There are many reports that you will hear from brokerages on that score. So that, again, for me, is a sign of more than expected dovishness to come. And finally, his answer on liquidity, when I tried to lull him into give an assurance on liquidity, he's almost promised that they will keep liquidity surplus at around 1% of the total deposits, what you call NDTL, net time and demand deposits. That, again, was for the market an assurance. After all, transmission of rate cuts require that there should be adequate liquidity. And this kind of a almost clear promise that we will keep, 1% of total demand deposits comes to about 2 trillion rupees. If that kind of, durable surplus is kept in the system, the market would feel reassured. So that's why I would think that it was more dovish than expected. It promises more dovish than expected.
All right, Latha, thank you very much for that. And perhaps more coming, right, as you said right at the beginning. Well, let's